I swear there was a third coal here. Yeah, oh, that's iron. Is this the pure iron that I was thinking about? I think. That's normal. There's also a cave over here. It's copper. We got some time to kill while it builds more belts. Not belts, but beams. Normal limestone. Did we go in this cave already? Maybe it's not a cave, maybe it's just... Oh, I think we were in here before, and there was a bunch of stingers in here. Yeah, we already been in here before. I don't remember what was in here besides the couple of stingers. That's kind of a cave. Not one of the caves that go like deep underground. That's a big scorcher. Spitter. There's a slug on one of these that I haven't picked up yet. This one? Maybe it's the yellow one that's over... Oh, I see it. I think I'm thinking of this yellow one that's hanging on the thing over there. Yeah, we can overclock this to get a head start on it, even though we don't really need a head start, but... What was it, 2 overclocker modules? Ooh. That's not gonna be enough coal, but we have that second one set up. Let's grab one of these out. I don't have enough beams. How many connections is it? Which town am I connecting to? That one. We need more cables as well. That's another thing we don't have automated is cables. I mean, that one's simple enough to do. It's just copper wire in a constructor, which we have an overflow of copper wire. So we could do that next to the copper building. Is that the pure node right there? Is that what's hiding? This is copper, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Is this pure? I know there's a pure over here somewhere. Okay, it's not that one. Well, there's one somewhere. Is that one? There's a lot of nodes in the desert. Maybe it's because there's like nothing here, so it's just easier to see them. Okay, that's not backed up at all. These should just be pumping out. Why are you yellow? How am I not making enough to satisfy? Well, I guess that needs 120 per minute. Ew. Not enough to complete it. We're close though. Okay, where did we finish? It was the last 3 turns, wasn't it? Because those got side rails. These don't. Oh, we can't. Oh, maybe. Oh, we're missing 6 steel beams. 6. And that'll give us a little bit of a boost. Then we have to belt this over, and that will finish it. We need to put 2 in here to make 120. So then both of them together is 240, and that will be 100% efficiency with the 4 foundries up there, which will produce 2... Is it 240 ingots per minute? Is it 1-to-1? Technically 1-to-1? I don't remember off the top of my head. So we'll find out. Look at the irons right there, so that only took a little bit of beams to upgrade. Are these 60 to 60? It is, okay. So we will be making 240 per minute. That's enough to get the little boost, but we need more for connecting the second miner up. Oh, If you land right, you can continue sliding when you hit an incline like that. I did it on the way over here before. You can crouch midair, you can land slide. Pretty cool. Still, just the fastest way to get around is this slide jumping. There we go. So now it'll be a decent boost. It's not going to fully satisfy it, but we only need a couple more belts. How many do we need? Need about 13 more, probably like 15. 15 more, huh? That should be easy. Once all that coal catches up, more ingots will be produced, and then more ingots will be ready for our crafters. I'm just running back and forth because I don't want to sit there and wait the whole time. Otherwise I start yapping on a subject and then I get distracted and then I forget what I was actually doing. And then we also need to upgrade these too. Can you just upgrade these instead of having to put them down? No. Let's see from this side. Of course it didn't. Conveyor belt too short. There we go. We want to upgrade all of our storages to these, just because it's literally 2 containers on top of each other, and they have 2 inputs and 2 outputs. So we should have enough now. See, look at the bigger like streaks of steel ingots. It's almost full now. It'll be close to having a full belt. We won't exactly be full because we'll be 30 per minute short. But it'll still look really good. And then we can make a lot of belts. Which we need a lot of belts for upgrading our entire factory to Mark III. Boom. There we go. Now our steel production is 100% efficient. Once this all catches up, it'll balance out. It just has to empty out that entire miner. So once that's emptied out, it will balance out. And it should essentially be close to a constant flow because it will be 240 on 270 belts. But look at that. Full belt. We love seeing full belts. I don't really have any easy way of getting up on the highway until we get a jetpack. When do we get the jetpack? Maybe it's the next phase we unlock the jetpack? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, the jetpack will come in handy for getting back on the highway faster than these ramps. And my mouse is leaving my screen. There we go. I haven't really used ladders before. I wonder if you could do like a ladder all the way up from the bottom to that. Might be faster. I don't know. So these should be slowly backing up. This one's completely backed up. Nice. Why is this going? Oh, these are Mark 1s. Haha. Forgot to upgrade these. There we go. That's a little better now. There we go. As soon as this fills up, it'll move on to the second one, that'll fill up, move on to the next one, so on and so on, until all 4 are full. And these should be operating at 100% efficiency. And technically, we could overclock it, one of these to get an extra 30. Oh wait, this one's not even fully overclocked. Oh yeah, I had to overclock these to 60, otherwise they're 45 per minute. I don't like that. So do we do 90 per minute then on this one? That'll only be giving us an extra 30. So do we do 100? Can I afford 100 on these two? No. There we go. So then this is 100 per minute, and then those are... Did I do the math right on that? 120, 180. Oh, whoops, I need to take 10 off of this. There we go. Whoops. I forget it was 270, not 280. So now it'll be at 100% efficiency. It's just got to catch up with everything. And theoretically speaking, we can actually turn on the pipes again. And then they should both be satisfied. Should. Because that's 120 and that's 60, so 180 out of our 270. Yeah, see the steel's backed up now. Beautiful. And we need... Oh, I can reach that splitter from up here. Nice. There we go. Amazing. I love seeing fast belts, man. So we could put... What did I say we're at? We're at 120, 180, so we could put one more down and still have some overhead on this. What is this? Just a crafter, right? So a splitter again. Oh, we don't have enough beams, but guess what? There's a bunch of beams here. I don't know, a bunch. Oh, decent amount actually. That's steel beams. And then we need to connect it to power. There we go, and then we need to merge. And there we go. I still wish they had a statistics panel, or like a production panel in this game like Factory does, where it shows your input, output, or like how much is being made, how much is being consumed, and stuff like that. I did have a mod for it on the experimental update 8, but it didn't really work that well. I was kind of hoping that they included that with 1.0, but fortunately they did not. Or maybe they did, and I just don't know it yet. But a productions monitor would actually be really clutch. Okay. Gotta wait for the systems to catch up. These aren't overclocked, are they? No. So we got 180 and then 240. So we still have 30 overhead, which means we can make another pipe if we need. Because these are only 30 per minute, right? Yeah. Which I don't know if we really need at the moment, because this is probably gonna be... Okay, before this puts more in here, we're gonna upgrade this to one of these bad boys. Think that's right? That looks right. Oh, I didn't do it. I'm not good at jumping puzzles. Doom and FF14, man, that shit gets frustrating. Like the big, what is it, Moonfire Fair one? Or the Summer Fair one? Whatever the summer event is. They have a giant jumping tower, and man, is it frustrating to do. sometimes the jumps aren't consistent and stuff like that. I'm very fond of jumping puzzles. Like, I don't understand how people can do, like, Jump King and all that. You're really good at it? Yeah. I got really close to finishing it. The Summer Fair one. The last little bit is, like, you're jumping on pixels, and you have to precision jump onto pixels at the right angle, at the right speed, at the right height. And if you fail, well, there goes... You go all the way back down to half. So... Other ones like in the cities aren't too bad. I think Shirogane has the hardest one, or not Shirogane, Kurogane. The Stormblood. No, that's not Stormblood, is it? I think that is Stormblood. That one's hard because then you have to get one of the vistas. You have to jump precisely off the top of it and land on a light post. And if you don't, you have to do the entire jump puzzle over again. Kugane, yeah, that's what it is. Not Kurogane. I think that's one of the samurai abilities. I think that's the one with the orange with the 3 dots. That gives a dot. Which I haven't played samurai since Dawn Trail update. I played samurai all the way up until Endwalker, and once Endwalker started, I moved over to Reaper and Sage main. And now in Dawn Trail, I'm a Pictomancer Warrior, and I haven't leveled up healer class to 100, but I'll probably do Sage again because Sage is pretty fun. But almost all of my Disciples of Hands are level 100s now, which took a while, but I wanna, before next expansion, get 100 in every class, which Disciple of Land, easy. It's just 3 collector classes. Did that like in the first couple days. Crafters take a little bit longer because I had a couple that I didn't actually level at all. So I had to start those at like level 30. But I think there's only 3 classes left for me to level in Disciple of Hand, the crafters. But then I have to do all the combat ones, which the combat ones take the longest. Because you gotta do dungeons and trials and roulettes over and over. I think you can even do PvP, and it's decent for leveling PvP class or classes. But the PvP is not the greatest in FF14. I don't play it for fun. I play it for the PvP locked rewards, essentially. I'm just making sure this system catches up, which I think it is. As long as none of these turn yellow, this one's fine. Because this one's actually backed up. This one should be backing up in a second. Slowly. And then this one is a little bit behind that one. Okay. So now we got that. Now we just need like all these beams for upgrading the entire factory. Let's go. What should we do first? We should probably do I guess I can get this off the screen on the right. We don't need that to-do list anymore. There we go. We can also choose the next milestone so we can get an idea of what we need. I can't believe there's iron node right here too. Like, this desert is just loaded with nodes. Oh, that's an impure. Ew. We don't like those. And we're still making solid biofuel. We have so much of it. There's still a bunch of wood. And then this is full. Do I even have any solid biofuel? I don't have any. Well, I don't really need them anymore because of the coal generators. Alright, what do we want to do next? Hypertubes, not important. Fun, but not important. Power storage, actually pretty nice because they will prevent you from tripping the breaker if you end up going over for a second. It'll draw just the excess power from the power batteries, essentially. I like to have a couple of these. Yeah, they can produce 100 megawatts of power for 1 hour. Which, with our current power grid, that's actually a lot. That's How much is our power grid right now? We're at like 420, aren't we? Or 700? 720, okay. So we get as long as we didn't jump 100 over our demand, it would just draw power from the battery until our power stabilized. So they're very nice for preventing accidental spikes. The tractor and truck, it's fun. I don't think it's really worth it, because right now, I don't think I need them. In my update 8 one, I did use a tractor between, from our main hub to oil, to get the plastic and rubber and fuel, and bring it back to the main hub. But I don't think I really need that right now. So I'm not too worried about that. I mean, we do need to get everything. We could do this one. 100 rips. Just for the extra hand slot and 3 inventory slots. Blueprints, not really important to me right now. Minor Mark IIs, that's actually nice. And it also unlocks the item we need for phase 2 completion. Minor Mark IIs will be huge, especially on the impure nodes. Maybe we do that. We can do the enhanced asset security first, since it's easy besides the rips. We got the... Do I have this stuff on me? Not quite. We have a bunch of wires, though. Also, this... I think we're gonna move this copper system here to its own building, because right now this is just like a hub for my hub. I guess I didn't need all these steel pipes on me. I should have put those back in the storage. We should make some more cables while we're here, just because I remembered we have like none. Should hold this for a little bit. I don't know what I was doing with that. I was thinking we were just gonna glaze over this entire desert, and I don't know. I don't think we'll cover the entire desert and platforms. Just mostly our network. Our road network with buildings on the roads. I mean, we could technically flatten the entire desert. Would it be worth it? Not really. And we got this over here, is just nothing. At least this is kind of in its own building. It's an awkward shape, but I guess we should start upgrading these too. We gotta upgrade all that. There's so many belts we have to upgrade. It's the entire factory. I need 600, so I grabbed 400 extra. There might be enough backup rips in the smart plating factory. I'm not even sure how I'm gonna do the walls for this. That's gonna be awkward. Please tell me there's some backup rips in here. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Now we can have the extra hand slot and more inventory slots. Will we complete phase 2 today? Possibly. It's gonna be long, but we have a lot of time. Like 7, 8 hours? So it's possible. Godspeed. Ada, tell me more.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them." Unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna, and has been tested thoroughly. The engineers' noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
They won't be forgotten, whoever they were. Uh-huh. Xeno Basher straight up for smacking things. And electrocuting. Classic. Cool. So now we got an extra hand slot, so we can actually probably put this in there. So now we can cycle through 3 items. We got our emergency inhaler, just in case. What can we actually... Okay, so we can't do power slugs yet on that. So then we probably want this for the increased miners, which we have a couple of items already. Oh, I can't put the items in, he's not back yet. We don't have the rotors, we have the concrete, we don't have the frameworks. Okay. So let's go grab our steel beams and start upgrading the factory. Before we start making new factory buildings, we'll upgrade our current factory. So I don't forget about some belt that's heavily limiting us. What are those? Rods? Was it rods and screws to make rotors? I can see that. We need to get rid of this because we don't get hurt by it, but it like changes your screen when you walk past it. Just little things. I am so glad that they fixed the water textures in 1.0 because before, man, if you remember the river that ran through our base, holy, that thing was a tiny little creek, but man, that water was rushing like Mach 5. But now it actually looks like a normal river texture, so. Okay, so this is all upgraded over here for belts, belt-wise, right? Pretty sure. This system's kind of encapsulated in its own self. How many beams we got? Like 530. I'll hose over a little bit. Oh, Dad's back. So I think we start back over here. I'm not worried about concrete, so we won't do that quite yet. But we'll do the iron here. Ugh, I don't know what I was doing trying to slide uphill there. This is doing only... Is this an impure? No, it's normal. Watch how fast our belts disappear. Our beams. We need to upgrade these elevators. Oh, we had more beams than I thought. Oh. So that's only doing 60. We could probably crank this puppy up a little bit. We got a lot of power pills. Like, how many do we have? Where are they? We have 21. That'll last us for a while. I don't want to heavily rely on overclocking, though. Until we have a better way of making them. I think this is a pure one, isn't it? Or do I not remember these correctly? Oh, it's an impure one, of course. We had to double overclock this just to get it to 60, otherwise it's only 30 per minute. $75 per minute? Man, impures suck. I need to blow my nose. Give me a second. Usually I have to blow my nose in the morning, and I forgot to this morning. I'm all stuffy. Sorry, you guys probably don't want to hear that. Let me... we go. Man, if you guys don't have an air purifier, I highly recommend it. Especially for me, I'm unfortunately sensitive to AQI, air quality index. If it's like high, most people don't seem affected by it. You can like smell it in the air or whatever with like the wildfire smoke a while back. But that shit tears my sinuses up, so I have to like hide inside or wear masks outside. Kinda sucks. Is that upgraded? Should be, right? Is this the one that's... I think this is the one that's going to the rods. I think. And once we get Mark II miners, we don't have to have overclocks in these really, because it like doubles the output. Okay, so that was limiting that. Oh boy, are we gonna be able to reach in here and upgrade these belts? Everything in this factory will just move so much smoother now with these upgraded belts. I mean, in reality, we don't need to upgrade these because they're only 20 per minute. We only really need to upgrade like these couple. But I think we'll just do them all. Does it really matter? Technically, we don't need to upgrade those ones, but... So this is making... What are we making? 80 per minute plates? We're definitely gonna have to scale those up, I imagine. I kind of wish I did the plates and rods in separate buildings, but... It's fine. Really? Let's see. Wow, we have a lot of plates on us. We don't need that many on us. Alright, then we upgrade the rods over here. Is that... I think I upgraded this lift to tier 3. Yeah, I did. That one's tier 3. Yep. This is not set up for scalability, I just noticed. Let's fix that. Alright, so then we'll need... These are producing 30 per minute. Do these only use 15 per minute? They do. Okay, so maybe we don't have to scale it here because we just need to scale it vertically. Because we're not going to have a whole lot of space with them next to each other. So I guess that was actually fine. I mean, we can still kind of set it up as a manifold. Not really important, but... I accidentally connected to the window instead of the lift. And then once again, we don't really need to upgrade these ones since it's only 30 per minute. But I'm gonna upgrade them anyways, just for consistency's sake. But is this machine not just been hooked up at all? Yep, that wasn't even hooked up. Wow, alright. Well, good thing we were going through it. You guys need to keep an eye out, man. What's going on there? Alright, we're gonna put this into industrial. that backwards? Dang it. Hopefully that will... Okay, well that's flooding in. That's a lot of rods. Well, that one was full of rods, so that's probably why. But I want to empty these so I can... Where's that power going? Oh, that's what's connecting this entire system. I don't know how fast this is actually, if it's gonna even empty out. See, there's still a bunch in there. Oh boy. I don't want to flood my inventory with it. Okay, but that's this entire factory building upgraded. We just need to do the outputs. But we need more steel beams. I mean, we have like 200? We're gonna grab more. We're gonna do more for sure. We started with 600 here with this getting of this upgrade over here, so we're gonna use 400. So we definitely need more. This game's very blue at night. And again, all my stuff is blue. Even my shirt's blue. I'm sure it looks a lot brighter on stream than it does IRL, because this is like a slate blue. I think because of like the color of my webcam, it makes it pop more vibrant. Blue boy, I do love blue. If you couldn't tell, looking at all the machines and stuff colored blue. Oh, beautiful. Is that 457 beams right there? We're back up to 600, almost 700. Nice. I think we really want to up our rips because we need the rips for the modular framework. I don't know what it's actually called. It's not a modular framework. It's modular frame. I'm thinking a versatile framework, which those are used in. So it's just a frame. Creepy sounds, man. Alright, time to upgrade all these belts. Owie! Those nuts? I need more nuts! Oh, we have 50 nuts now. Nice. Actually have a little bit of a stockpile now, finally. Upgrade that, upgrade that. Upgrade this belt. This belt, that belt. This, and that. This, and that. And just like that, we already used like 300 beams. Crazy, huh? Imagine doing that with rips. More nuts. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna upgrade it. Oh, this is the screws from the screw factory. Yeah, upgrading the screw factory is going to double our output on that. Well, unfortunately, our belts can't handle 500 per minute. So... that is a little oversight on my behalf there. Is that Mark III already built? No, that's not Mark III. Moving way too slow. That's rips coming out of there, I think. Okay. Now we need to get up. You can go to this building and upgrade this building, which is screw. That's not screws. This is rips. Yep. There we go. that should definitely help with the RIP production. That'll make this so it's 100%, so we're actually making 5 instead of 2.5, because before it was 50% efficiency with our belt limitation. Why is that so spaced out now? Oh, I think because the output. Yep. Did we upgrade this elevator? We did not. Oh, that's the highway. We don't need to go on that. Do we have enough? We do not have enough beams for the screw factory here. Nice. Look at all these crafters to make cast screws just from 4 forges. And technically, I think 4 forges is more than enough. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Not enough beams. Are his screws full? Oh, it's limited by this. Ooh, it's actually limited by that one, I think. We want to upgrade those storages to the doubles so we can store more, but I mean, 3 storages for screws is enough. I would like to have them as doubles though, especially since our belts can't handle 500 per minute, so if we have 2 outputs from a full storage, we can handle up to 540 per minute, so technically we could... See it? My camera changed there, it kind of scared me. But technically we can handle 500 per minute. Not on our belts, but with the 2 outputs from the industrial storage. So one could be going to rotors, and one could be going to whatever the other ones go to. We need beams. Are these working at 100% efficiency? I thought I'd have more in there. It's 100%. That's 100% as well. I guess we're only making 45 per minute, so it's really not that much. Isn't one of these overclocked? I thought I overclocked one. Or we have like the capacity to overclock, maybe? So this is using 180. Oh no, because we just put a third one of those down, that's right. 180, so well, technically we can use one more of these pipes because we're producing 270 steel ingots per minute. And we're only using 240 at the moment. So I could overclock one of these to be 30 per minute more consumption. I don't want to do all those. So like that. I mean, it'll give us a little bit more steel beams per minute, and it will max out our steel production at the current moment. But we need more steel beams than pipes at the time being. By far. What do we got now? 314? Bad, not bad. We're making good updates to our factory today with these Mark III belts. Delicious. It was like buy 2 get 1 free on these Rockstars, so of course I got 3. I think the cashier actually charged me for 4, but I couldn't see it because she scanned the rest of my stuff and it filled up the tender screen and I couldn't see. And I didn't say anything because I thought she got rid of it, that 4th one, but I don't know if she actually did or not. So I might have gotten charged for 4. Well, technically 3 because I got 1 for free. Come on. Is this one already marked? No, that one's not marked 3. Oh, God bless. Come on now. Pixel perfect. Sheesh. Is that a Mark III elevator? Yeah, it is. Nice. We'll actually want these storages backed up a little bit, but man, that's gonna flood my inventory so hard. Maybe if we disconnect these for a second. It's gonna be a little bit from the empty out, but we need to redo the storage system. So I think this half makes 250 and that half makes 250, if I'm correct there. Yes, I am. Okay. So instead of doing... I mean, we could just do 2 industrial storages right next to each other, or in line, and that could work. Or we could technically just do this being industrial and this being industrial. I mean, it'd still technically be the same thing. I don't know, that might be better instead of just having them both converge into one. I mean, it's the exact same thing. Except with the 2 side by side like this, we'd have 2 extra outputs if needed. So maybe that'd be the play. I don't know if we need those 2 extra outputs is the thing. But we could just do it that way just in case. We have a lot of plates in our inventory. Where did all these come from? I don't need that ore, I don't need the steel ingots. I also don't need that portable miner, but... These are already full of... Oh my god, we have so many screws. But the thing is, these 500 screws per minute are gonna be gone in a flash. Because so many screws are needed for so many things. So yes, we will be easily having the multiple floors on the screw factory here. Because we can't really scale anymore on this floor, just because 4 forges require 10 crafters. We can't really go any wider, so we have to go up a floor. Ooh, I didn't think about that though. Because if we want to transport between the levels, we need 2 open windows. But we also need 2 windows for output for screws. So I guess we just have to have 2 of these 3 windows next to each other. Just on the first floor. On the first floor, we need to have 2 windows for output, but then we have 3 windows next to it to go between the floors. Because we don't need up and down for the first floor, we just need one to come down. But in the floor above us, if we make a floor above that, say 3 floors, that middle floor will need one to go down and another one to go down. So you need all the extra windows. That's gonna be a while for that. We're not gonna run out of screws for a long time, so we'll just let that do its thing. And we can go upgrade the other ones. Which are the other ones do we need? Well, did I upgrade all this? I didn't upgrade this one. Is that 3 tier? It is. Okay, we partly upgraded this, I think. There we go. Is this upgraded? This doesn't look upgraded. Or why is it going so slow? Aha! Here we go. And that should increase the rotor production as well to actually 4 per minute instead of 2. So we'll start getting a backup of 2 per minute on that. Then I need to do this. I don't have enough steel beams to do this entire belt. Can you go get more? See, once we have the train and we find a way to implement the sky train to like gather all these goods from all these factory buildings, we can have it deliver all the items to a centralized hub location, which I actually just might do in the hub there, because once we wean off of the biofuel generators fully, we can clean out the entire area next to the hub, and it's just gonna be completely empty. So we could use that as the actual centralized storage location. We can expand out, we're just gonna have to adjust elevation for the landscape. Can't tell if steel ingots are backing up or not. I don't think so. Yeah. They're actually being used at 100%. It won't back up until this fills up or the beams fill up. But the beam will not fill up. And that will take forever to fill up, so. Yeah. So after we upgrade all this stuff to Mark III belts, we can do the modular frames, but that will require us to bolster up our rips as well. Yeah, that's already tier 3. Okay, there we go. Might as well do these over here too. I should have made this one more wide. I think I actually can. Gonna look goofy on this corner here, but a little bit of sand in the space elevator building, but that's fine. There it goes. Now we can actually... We'll have to move this over. Nothing's even coming in this side yet, but... maybe eventually. There we go. That looks better. So now we have the 6 belts going in. We're only using one right now for smart plating. Let's just say smart plating is not being produced fast, so. I think that's all these buildings upgraded to Mark IIIs, I think. Maybe this one. Oh, that's Mark III, that's all Mark III. Yep, okay, so this will be 100% we can turn off and on, and it'll reset. The percent will go down after you turn it up like that for some reason, because the machine doesn't start right away. But it'll average back up. Might as well put walls. Oops. Put walls on these edges here. I was gonna kind of leave a 1 block wide to leave like an entrance way, so like you could have it walled off like this, and have like a door in the middle, so the building's not flush against the road. But I don't think it really matters. I am the creator of this world, so I have the final say in what goes and what doesn't go, because I'm the only one that does it. Yeah, so we want to increase our reinforced iron plates here. Can I not get on top of that? Obviously this storage isn't doing anything. It's not backing up at all. Alright. So we're gonna have to redo this. That's fine. That's gonna pick up a lot of screws and stuff. whatever. Okay, so now let's do 2 assemblers. That, then we'll do an organization, industrial storage. We'll put it next to the output here. So it's not going to be lined up with this, but that's fine. We need a merger on this side. Does that line up? Wait, does that? Oh, it did actually line up. Ah, welcome surprise. There we go. And we're actually going to move this power. Did I get it from this one? They're making rips. Okay. And then we're gonna have to do the conveyor lift. That's kind of close. Is this gonna work? Not connected. Not connected. There we go. Kind of goofy because it like snaps onto the windowsill. You can snap on both sides. Yep. I think that's high enough. Okay. Splitter. Can we line it up? Oh, it did snap there. Weird. It's too steep. Oh, because it was trying to do a 90 degrees. Weird. Then we can actually just get rid of this extra. See, that one didn't snap. Kind of weird, but... this should be crafting here. Oh, I didn't set it. That'd help if I actually set the recipe. Cool. So now we doubled our, well, we quadrupled our original rips production from, what was it, 2.5 to 10 per minute now. So that'll help. We do need rips for the modular frame. We've been playing for 2 hours. 15 minutes of rest per day. Wow, fix it, thank you.